In this short video, I'll discuss how to conduct a triangular arbitrage with transaction cost. Okay. And in this table, I'm going to discuss in detail of this table of how to conduct. First, how to test. We have an arbitrage opportunity and what is related to the operations. Before discuss this complex example, I'm going to discuss topic number 1, exchange rate, direct quotation versus indirect quotation. Topic number 2, cross exchange rates. For example, we have US currency versus currency A. We have the exchange rate between A and B. How to determine the US exchange rate with B. US versus A versus B, US dollar versus B. Topic number 3, arbitrage without considering spread. So first one is the spread. Topic number 4, arbitrage with spread. And indirect quote. And as we mentioned, we have $10 first for 10 US dollars equals 12 Canadian dollars. Okay. And assume home country is US. Okay. So anything US on top will be direct quote. Okay. Assume home country is US. Okay. Then to calculate direct quote, and we simply divide by 12. So 10 USD divided by 12. Again, because US is the home country, we put US dollars on top. Okay, a foreign currency as denominator. Okay, the final result will be 0.833. So this is we call it direct quote. Okay, so both sides divide by 12 Canadian. Okay, Canadian. The final result will be 0.833. So it's like 83 US dollar per Canadian dollar. Okay, so indirect quote should be inverse of this 0.833. Okay, to calculate, we use 12 divided by 10. So 10 USD as denominator. So the top one is 1.2 Canadian, no, CND, okay, Canadian for 1 US dollar. Okay, and for the top direct quotation will be 0.833 USD. The denominator will be 1 Canadian dollars. Okay, we're going to use the same notation later. Next, I'm going to show you how to for three currency. Okay, for three currency, we have one direct quote, one cross exchange rate. Okay, so this is assuming we have three currency. So we have US dollar, and we make it as general as possible. We have currency A and currency B. Okay, so what we know, so I call this is case number 1. Okay, so what we know, direct quote, suppose 1.5 USD for 1 unit of A. So this is, okay, and also we know, and suppose we have 2A and 1B. Okay, and so we are not going to mention whether it's direct quote or indirect quote. Suppose that the next country is A, then this is direct quote, otherwise it's indirect quote. Okay, so this is cross exchange rate. Okay, so this is cross exchange rate. This is cross exchange rate. So our objective is what is the direct quote? Okay, direct quote for B, okay, in US, okay, in US dollars, okay. So this is our objective, okay. And so this is like automation case number 1. For the case number 2, we use indirect quote, okay. And so if we look at these two ratios, okay, so this is A denominator, this is A numerator. So this is 1.5 USD and it's 1A. Okay, we times cross exchange rate is 2A and divide 1B. Okay, so actually it's use A cancelled. So actually is 1.5 times 2 USD and divided by 1B. And so actually it's 3 USD for 1B. Okay, so this is our direct quote in terms of US dollar for 1 unit of foreign currency B. Okay, so let's look at case number 2. Okay, and same thing as before, $1, 1.5 USD for 1 unit of A. Okay, now suppose we have this one, 0.5 and B and 1A. So actually, so this one is reciprocal of this one. Okay, so this is, if this is direct, this is indirect. Okay, and if you look at, okay, the A denominator, so actually it's 1.5 USD, so this is 1.5, 1A, and divide by, okay, 0.5 B, 1A. Again, 1A cancelled, so it is 1.5 divided by 0.5 B, and this is USD. Okay, and we both times 2, so actually 1.5 times 2 and USD, and so 0.5 times 2 is 1, so 1B. So actually it's the same thing, 3 USD and 1B. You see, both we get exact same result. Okay, so this is the example. So if we have one direct quote, we have another cross exchange rate. Then based on these two, we can get direct quote for the currency B. Arbitrage without considering spread. Okay. In the following table, we have 3 numbers. Okay. The first one and the third one, we can calculate the cross exchange rate. The second one is direct quotation. Okay. So that's actually 2 rates. The second number, 20 US cents, is 1 ringgit worth 20.2 US dollars. Okay. And the second one is we have $1.60 USD versus 1 pound versus 8.1 ringgit for 1 pound. Okay. Then from the second B, we calculate exchange rate between USD and ringgit. If these 2 rates are equal, then we don't see any arbitrage opportunity. If they are not equal, then we have an arbitrage opportunity. This time we use Excel to calculate a direct quote for a given direct quote and cross exchange rate. Okay. And for A, we have direct quote 20 cents USD, 1 ringgit. And for the B, we have another condition. One is direct quote for pound. Then we have cross exchange rate, 8.1 ringgit for 1 pound. Okay. Our objective is from B for 1 direct quote and also for one cross exchange rate, we calculate direct quote between USD and ringgit. Then we compare A and B, implied direct quote, and A, quoted direct quote. If they're equal, there's no arbitrage opportunity. If they are not, then we have an arbitrage opportunity. Okay, the first one is direct quote. It's USD for MYR, ringgit. Okay, so this is direct quote. And also we have between US and ringgit and cross exchange rate between ringgit and the pound. We calculate implied direct quote between USD and pound. Then we compare with quoted value. Okay, we have 1.6, and you see the pound is in the is denominator. So we use 1.6 divided by 8.1, and according to our previous example. Okay, so our result is not. So the result is 0.1675 USD per ringgit. So this one is different. I'll make it red. This is different from 0.2. Because they are different, it indicates we have an arbitrage opportunity. Again, we are going to buy low and sell high. Okay. The second one is lower than the previous one. So we are going to buy low and sell high. Okay, so this is our trading strategy. Next, so let's look at the 10,000 US dollar. What is our profit when we do not consider the spread? Okay. From previous exercise, we know this is implied direct quote is 0.197 because this value is lower than this 0.2. And so arbitrage, buy low and sell high. Okay, so we buy low and sell high. Okay, so this is step one. Step number one. Okay, step number one. Okay, we use US. Suppose we have 10,000 US dollars. Okay, so step one, we assume this is 1.6. We can buy and sell US the pound at 1.6. Okay, and we have 10,000 US dollars, and for each pound, the price is 1.6. So this is 10,000 divided by 1.6. Okay, so this is step one. And with $10,000, we can buy 6,250 pounds. Okay, so this is pound. Okay. And, okay, maybe we put step one here. Okay, this is step one. Okay. So this is step two. Step two. And we have pound. We are going to buy ringgit. Okay, because 1 pound we can buy 8.1 ringgit. So this is times 8.1. Okay, this is step one. So this is, this is step two. Okay, and step three, we have to convert it back. Okay, step number three, we convert it back by using 0.2. Okay, so this is this one. So this is times 0.2. Okay, so this is our US dollar. Okay. Because we start from 10,000, we start from 10,000. We end up with 10,105. The difference will be this value minus our initial starting. Okay, so this is 125 will be our profit. If we copy this triangular flow chart, you see, then we can understand this process better. Okay, step 1, we use $10,000 to buy pound. Okay, if you look here, it's 6,250 pound. Okay, step 2, from pound we get ringgit. Step 3, from ringgit we come back to US. So actually, so this is US dollar to pound and to ringgit. Then we go back to US. Okay. So this is flow. We're starting from USD, we end up with USD. We start in 10,000, we end up 10,125. Then the profit is 120. Next, we consider bid-ask spread. Okay, for the first one, without spread. Okay, without considering spread, and now we have with spread. Okay, the first concept is without calculation, we know the profit will be smaller. Okay, will be smaller. Again, our starting point is also 10,000 US dollars. Okay, so this is step 1. So, and if we look at here, so what is our spread? Okay, when we calculate how much 10,000 we buy pound. Okay, we divide by 1.6. Okay, 1.6. Okay, and when we consider spread, we pay low. So we have to divide by 1.61. So this is 10,000 divided by and 1.61. So let's type directly. Okay, and so this is show. Oh, we don't have formula. Okay, we type show formula. Okay, so here is divided by 1.61 because this is high. Okay, so let's look at step 2. So step 2 before is how much? We times rate is 8.1. So this is 8.1. Okay, so this is we use this one times. Okay, because we sell pound, we receive lower rate. So this is lower rate is 8.10 instead 8.20. Okay, 8.1. Okay, so this value will be smaller than this value, and this value will be smaller than this value. Okay, then we convert it back. So we convert it back to the US dollars. Again, we sell ringgit. Okay, we have to receive lower price. Okay, so this value times 0.2. Okay, 0.2. Okay, the final profit will be this one minus our initial investment. Okay, you see the profit is $62. It's less than $125.
Shutterstock Music.